6 people dead in 3 different locations. The victims, including the suspect's ex-wife. ABC's Faith Abube is in Washington with the story as the suspect is now in custody. Faith, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Janae. Authorities are still trying to make sense of this shooting. The sheriff there says that, the scary part about all of this is that they still don't know what triggered that gunman. This morning, new details in a deadly shooting rampage that left 6 people dead, rocking the small town of less than 300 residents in northern Mississippi. The surveillance video, part of the police investigation, showing the suspect at a convenience store where he shot one man, investigators say had no connection to him. Authorities say the 52-year-old gunman, Richard Dale Crum, knew several of the other victims, including his ex-wife and stepfather. The shooting spree spanned 3 separate locations in Butler, about 30 miles outside of Memphis, over the course of several hours on Friday.
We responded to that call when another call comes in that there had been a shooting at a residence.
Officials say Crum drove from the convenience store to his ex-wife's house, fatally shooting her before continuing to a residence next to his own home and killing 4 other people, including a man authorities believe was his stepfather. Crum is now in custody. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves tweeting, quote, "We believe he acted alone. His motive is not yet known."
Stop it! T-36, shots fired! Shots fired! We're at Family Dollar! Shots fired! 8th Avenue!
A pregnant 16-year-old girl. Gulfport police telling us, quote, "This heinous crime will not go unpunished." That suspect, now identified as Brenton Brumfield, he stands accused of killing the 16-year-old Kamori Lake. Kamori was 3.5 months pregnant. Brumfield is now charged with second-degree murder and homicide of an unborn child. 3 others also being charged with hindering persecution or prosecution: 19-year-old Jamarian Jackson and 2 other unnamed juveniles. Brumfield is being held on a $500,000 bond.
An escape caught on camera and a man wanted for questioning for multiple murders still on the loose. Police say Asion Hopkins should be considered dangerous. Around 6:15 this morning, authorities say Hopkins escaped a deputy at Singing River Hospital in Pascagoula. Josh Jackson spoke with Jackson County Sheriff Mike Ezel as his deputies search for the man wanted for multiple crimes.
This is surveillance video from early Friday morning that authorities say showed 20-year-old Asion Hopkins changing out of a hospital gown and making his getaway. Hopkins had been under 24/7 guard at Singing River Hospital for 2 weeks, recovering after he was shot multiple times in Moss Point.
At some point early this morning, he told the deputy that was watching him that he had to go to the restroom exactly what happened during that time that he escaped.
Ezell says Hopkins is dangerous. After getting out of the hospital, the sheriff says he made his way across the street to the Regency Hotel. The surveillance camera there captures Hopkins breaking into a car, changing clothes, and ditching his hospital gown.
Got some clothes out of that vehicle, and that was the last time we saw him.
And he did it all in chains and hobbling.
He did have his shackles on. Both legs were in shackles as he got out of the hospital.
New details tonight in the deadly shooting that left a Gaston Point community in shock. As Josh Jackson explains, the city's police chief says tips from citizens played a major role in locating the suspects.
Officers have worked tirelessly over the last 7 days to bring these arrests to fruition.
4 men are behind bars tonight as Gulfport police continue their investigation into the New Year's Eve shooting in the Gaston Point neighborhood. Authorities say a fight broke out at a party just before midnight. 50 shots were fired, leaving 4 dead and 3 others injured.
There are indications there are some ties to organized street gangs.
23-year-old Mario Clark, 18-year-old Vincent Armstrong, and 26-year-old Khalid Williams each face 1 count of second-degree murder and 2 counts of shooting into a dwelling. Xavier Preston, 23, faces the most serious charges and is currently in custody in Kentucky on an unrelated matter. Chief Ryle commending citizens for speaking up.